Today we're finishing off Birria Week with what could be the best we've done so far. And we're doing it by making one of our favorite things we like to make on the griddle, crunch wraps. You want to see our take on these Birria crunch wraps? Stick around while we dig in. Hey, welcome back. I'm Brett of the WALTWINS and flying solo. If this is your first time here with us, welcome. Normally there's two of us, freakishly identical twins, but today Adam couldn't quite make it for this one. We've been filming all weekend. We've done so many cooks, including birria, and he couldn't stick around long enough to get this one done, and I'm really okay with doing this one solo because this is the one I've been looking forward to the most. Birria Crunch Wrap. We have done so many Crunchwrap Supremes and they are so fun, they're so delicious, and definitely one of our top 5, if not top 3 things we love to throw down on the griddle. So today we're doing this Birria Crunch Wrap on the Pit Boss Griddle. Today I'm doing it on the 5-burner Ultimate. So here, let's get to the groceries. All right, so simple groceries here. We have the 3 different types of tortillas. We're using these large Mission burrito tortillas. We're topping them with the Mission street taco. And in the middle is these tostadas, hard, crunchy tostadas. And then for the meat, well, we're using our leftover birria meat, this Mexican melty cheese, and we're gonna toss in a little bit of cilantro for some pop, color, and of course, a little flavor as well. All right, so those are the groceries. We're gonna get to the cook. First thing we're doing, we're gonna fire this up and we're gonna warm up the meat and get it going. Here we go. All right, so we've got the Pit Boss 5-burner Ultimate fired up. I've got these 3 burners ready to go. We're gonna heat the meat up over here, and then we're gonna pull it, and then build these crunch wraps, and then warm them and get them toasted up and flattened over here on the left side. So let's get to it and show you how this is done. All right, if you wanna watch the process of how we made this birria, how it came to be, Adam, if you could show that in the video while I get these prepped, and while the griddle is heating up, Adam, show that process of how we did it. All right, so yes, we have chuck here. The recipe calls for 4 pounds. We found 3.7 pounds. Then it calls for short ribs. And then we've got, as you can see, these spices. Not pictured is salt, which will be in there as well. Cilantro, which we'll be using as kind of like a garnish and also as a topping if we want. And this Mexican melty cheese. Now, we've seen many recipes that call for multiple peppers. This recipe just calls for guajillo. So here it is right here. We'll use 8 of them and we will be de-seeding them as well. In fact, speaking of de-seeding, let's get to the process. Yeah, in fact, speaking of de-seeding, let's get to the process of what happened. This was really fun watching Brett, and as I learned, these were my takeaways of some of the key things. So he cut the meat up, got it right in the pot, set that aside. Then we got the peppers out, and this part I was interested. I've seen how others did it. It was great to actually get to participate in this part. We just cut the tops off and de-seeded them. We dumped out all those seeds because they are aged a little bit, so they are going to go ahead and fall right out. Made it super simple. Got those prepped and ready, set those aside. And then I thought for sure we'd be slicing and dicing this onion. Nope, just cut in half and tossed right in. We got garlic tossed right in, and it was a whole garlic, so same thing. I thought skin on and everything. And just got this all in the pot, and then once everything was in the pot, we went ahead and covered it with cold water. About 7 to 8 cups. About 7 to 8 cups. And then we pulled it and got it right on the stovetop. Oh, we got bay leaves in there, and then also all of our seasonings. So we've got paprika, which is gonna help with that red coloring. Same with the chili. Same with the chili powder. Then we got oregano, cumin, and I think that's it, a little bit of salt. And that's pretty much it. We got this on to the stovetop, brought it to a boil. Once it started boiling, we let it boil for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, that looked incredible, and we just wanted to dig in. Now, that's not true. It's still a long way to go. So then this is how it becomes a consomme. We go ahead and we skim off the imperfections, or the little bits and pieces that float, the debris, if you will, and that's actually what makes it a consomme. Watching Brett also shred this meat right at the end, he was like, "This is just falling right apart," and it was. This looks unbelievable. So this is birria, which is like a stew. Now, traditional birria called for goat meat. Goat meat is hard to find here in Central Florida. Yeah, less common. So this is. We didn't look hard, but right. It wasn't at the grocery store. But this is a beef birria. I know a lot of people say, well, if it's not birria, it's barbacoa. It's a little bit different, but this is the birria process. All right, so the griddle is up to temp. So first thing I'm gonna do is lay a teeny bit of oil down, and then we're gonna throw the meat down and get it warmed up. Now, this has been sitting for a little bit, pulled from the fridge, and so of course, well, we want these hot to help melt the cheese, and well, we don't want a lukewarm crunch wrap. We want this thing nice and hot. See that extra broth in there? Oh, it smells so good. Now this is gonna be a relatively quick process. The biggest part of the process, obviously, was getting this meat done. It was about a 2-hour cook time. We used a pressure cooker. We simmered the meat, and so now it's been done. So we're just gonna get these, so just to show you another way that you can do crunch wraps, which are just absolutely amazing in flavor and fun to throw down on the griddle. So, hey, this is only gonna take maybe another minute or so because this is cooking so quick. All right, so the meat has been on maybe 3 minutes. It's already piping hot. So we're gonna pull it and start building these. So we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do a quick clean too. You can see that steam coming off because this is absolutely piping hot. All right, the quick process of the meat is done. We've got it heated up, we've got it pulled. Now we're gonna go build these crunch wraps and get them back here on the left side where we're going to heat them, press them, and seal them. And you're gonna see that process right here. So let's go build it. We'll pull our first tortilla. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay some of the melting cheese down here. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want it melty here. And this side is actually going to be down on the griddle, and so it is going to melt that cheese quite fast. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna put some more on there. Yes, I said more on, just kidding. Okay, now we're gonna put some of this delicious birria meat. Then one thing I want to do as well. All right, next up is the tostada, and I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm gonna put the meat down this. Then I'm going to put some more cheese down. Not quite as much as I put on the bottom, but needless to say, there's gonna be plenty of this melting cheese. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of the cilantro now. Like I said, a little bit for flavor in there. Get some of those leaves, put them up, spread them out. And then I'm gonna put this cute little street taco shell right on top. And now this is the fun part. Now, when wrapping this, it's best, and I have found, to start closest to your body, and then I move to the left, pull, and turn. And you can see that crunch wrap shape is starting to take form. Right there. I'm gonna have one last one. There we go. I'm gonna turn it over to hold. I'm gonna set it there for just a few minutes, okay? And if I were to do a bunch of them, I would set this aside and start stacking them or lining them up. But because we're just doing one for this video today, that is all we have. All right, so here we go. We've got our crunch wrap. We're gonna put it down now and get it right here. Hear a teeny little bit of the sizzling. It's just the heating it up. So I'm gonna check it after about 30 seconds to make sure it is toasting up on the other side. Once that is happening and it's created the seal, we're gonna flip it and do the other side and then pull it, plate it, and then try it for you. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna take a quick look underneath to see if we're getting any toasting. Yeah, look at that. I'm thinking maybe 10 more seconds and then we're gonna flip. You see that? That is what you're looking for right there. That is absolutely perfect. Actually, flip it one time just to look at the other side. Yes, it's getting that nice brown. That's exactly what you want it to look like. Taco Bell ain't got nothing on this because Taco Bell ain't got birria. WALTWINS do though. Can't wait for the smell, yeah. There we go, gonna kill it. Let it sit in that residual heat for a minute. All So it is ready. It has been turned off. It's just sitting here, finishing up the toasted process. I flipped it one last time, and that is what we are talking about. That is the perfect crunch wrap right there. Gonna pull it, and now we are going to go cut it open, look into it, see if that cheese is melted like we hope it is. And well, we're pretty positive it is, but let's go and cut it open. Well, there it is in all its wonderment. It's amaze, and I am so excited for this. And as Adam would say, there it is in all its glory. I am so excited for this. It has smelled absolutely amazing the whole time, so jumping right in, as we say, it can look amazing. Well, Sherry, does it look amazing?
Totally.
She should know. She took about 3,000 pictures of this, making sure it looked just right. And can it smell amazing? As I would say, can I get a smell, yeah? Smell, yeah, you can. But if this doesn't taste amazing, then this was all for naught. Cheers. I'll eat to that. I'm gonna dunk it first, because that's part of the birria magic, part of the tradition is to do that. I'll eat to that, my brother. Stop. Hold on, I'm having an out-of-body experience here. I think I just floated above my body to watch myself do this. That is, of all the birria we've done this week, this is my favorite. Adam and I have wondered, can we do birria with flour tortillas? Now, Adam, we're gonna have to try, because this is the best. I'm so excited to do this. The next time we get together, we have to do this. Even if it's not for the channel, sorry bro, we're gonna do this. I'll have some birria ready for you so that you can try it. And thank you so much for watching. By the way, have you given this a thumbs up? Hopefully we've helped give you another idea, something you can throw down on your griddle, or at least something you can cook at home as well. Another way in which you can support us is through our merchandise. Our merchandise is brought to you through Digital Promotions, who works closely with Crossroads Missions. Crossroads Missions does many wonderful things in service work, and in fact, a portion of all the proceeds and purchases made through the WALTWINS goes to benefit Crossroads Missions and all the service work that they do. We also have a Patreon. Shout out to our griddle entourage. We love you guys so much. We have the information on how you can support us that way down below as well. So Adam, that's it. We're wrapping up Birria Week with the best one of the week. We saved the best for last. I'm so sorry you couldn't stick around for this, and I know you are too, especially after seeing this, because we're still working on smell-o-vision, brother. We'll get taken care of as soon as we can. But like we say, the reason why, aside from doing all of this and bringing more cooks to you, showing our love and enjoyment of this on the Pit Boss Griddle, why are we doing this? Because all we do is twin, no matter what. With that, we bid you adieu, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and griddle on!